Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is attorney Abisala Ole Samuel, immigration attorney located in Alabama, representing immigration clients regardless of the state you live in. If you have an immigration case, if it's a case type that my firm handles, then we can represent you regardless of the state you live in. So when you come in, say hello on YouTube channel is very new, like I always say. And you can always watch a recap, or you can go on our website and actually watch the replay of this live video. So I want to talk about real quick filing for affirmative asylum after the 1 year statutory period. And for those who do not know, so that's the topic of what we're talking about today. Filing for affirmative asylum after 1 year of entry. When you come into the United States, an affirmative asylum is you coming within the United States. You're not in removal proceedings, and you file your asylum with the USCIS office. Once you're in removal proceedings, that becomes a defensive asylum that will be filed with the immigration court. So for purposes of this video, we're talking about affirmative asylum. And when filing an affirmative asylum, you have to file, the requirement is to file within 1 year from your last date of arrival in the United States. But what happens in a situation where you cannot file within that 1 year deadline? What happens? Are you still eligible? And what options do you have? If you fall within the exceptions to filing within the 1 year time, then that's fine. The exception I want to talk about today is the exception of you being in a lawful status. So if you are someone who is in a temporary protected status, or you're on a non-immigrant valid status, say for instance, F visa or a visitor visa, and that visa is still valid, USCIS has a policy of using that and classifying that as one of the exceptions of an extraordinary circumstance that would allow you to file even after the 1 year period is over. But the thing you have to understand is you're still required to file for that application within a reasonable time. So let's give an example. If you come into the country and you still have to be able to link it to extraordinary circumstance and still be able to explain why you waited a whole year on that non-immigrant status, and now you're not coming to file after the 1 year is over. So if, say for instance, you're coming to the country in a visitor visa, all is well when you left, and it's now your visa is going to be or your status, your stay will be up. Say for instance, next week is when your duration of status ends. Now, what happens is if you can't make that deadline, and now you get news that there's riot or things have changed or political uproar, that you belong to an organization, and now if you go back, even though you came in and everything was fine, but then if you are made to go back to your country, you're looking at being persecuted. That kind of situation, linking it with the fact that, okay, I was here and I've been on this valid status, but now I think I need to file for asylum because this is my ground for asylum. So the fact that you are in that valid status, and then you just don't wake up and decide, oh, now I want to file for asylum. You still have to be able to satisfy the grounds of that fear, well-founded fear of persecution, should you be made to go back to your country. So that's where it is that you have to link that fear and how that has been the situation that has now prompted you to have to file your asylum application after the 1 year, more than 1 year since your last date of arrival in the United States. Now, keep in mind, this is affirmative asylum application, not defensive. Defensive is when you are in removal proceedings, and asylum is actually defense to removal. And we can talk about that another time for another video. But that's just one thing you have to understand, that you can file for asylum after the studies are a 1 year period that is required. If you have changed circumstances, if you have extraordinary circumstances, you've been in a non-immigrant visa valid status, and now things are going to change, and now you anticipate that you will still be persecuted should you be made to go back to your country, and it's been more than 1 year since you arrived, you can still go ahead and submit that, as long as you make your submission for your application within a reasonable time. Make sense? Okay. I hope it does. And anyway, as always, whenever you come on our channel, we're still very new. We're trying to build content and audience. Let us know what else you want us to talk about when it comes to immigration and family law. Family law, I only practice in the state of Alabama. Immigration law is all states. Let me know what else you want me to talk about and give your content on. And please subscribe. Invite your family and friends. So please subscribe to our channel and help us grow. And until next time, everyone, bye-bye.